The latest footage from the Zaporizhia region shows a MiG-29 fighter jet of the Ukrainian Air Force conducting a precision airstrike against fortified Russian positions in the Rozhov area. 3 GBU-39 precision-guided bombs were used in this operation. These modern munitions aim to inflict maximum damage to targeted enemy positions while minimizing civilian casualties. This successful bombing operation by the MiG-29 once again proved the operational effectiveness of the Ukrainian Air Force. This development on the Zaporizhia front shows that the air superiority in the region continues in favor of Ukraine. In the latest operational footage from the Yevenivka direction in the Donetsk region, we see an impressive achievement of the 14th Unmanned Aviation Complexes Regiment. Using state-of-the-art Switchblade 600 attack drones, this special unit neutralized 2 critical targets. The first target was the Russian Army's REMKL recovery vehicle. Such vehicles are critical for recovering damaged military equipment, the loss of which severely impacts operational capacity. The second operation, even more remarkable, was the destruction of a Russian howitzer system hidden among civilian areas. This tactic is unfortunately a common tactic used by enemy forces and threatens civilian safety. The precision of the Switchblade 600 ammunition played a key role in the success of this complex operation. We have received striking footage from the latest operation of the Shaman Bot special units of the Intelligence Directorate of the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. This elite unit is conducting an excellent ambush operation against Russian forces moving on motorcycles to organize an attack. Friends, if you, like us, want Ukraine to win, write Slava Ukraine in the comments. The Shaman Bat Special Unit is recognized as one of the most experienced and effective Special Forces units in Ukraine. It specializes in covert operations and surprise raids. Their recent operations are a perfect example of this specialization. The Russian forces' attack tactics using motorcycles have been frequently seen at different points on the front line. This method of rapid movement is used as a strategy to give the enemy forces a tactical advantage. However, Shaman Bat fighters have developed an effective response to these tactics. The ambush operation appears to have been carried out according to pre-planned coordinates. When the Russian troops on motorcycles approached the targeted area, they had already fallen into the trap prepared by the Shaman Bat forces. This operation was a clear demonstration of the tactical acumen of the Special Forces and their excellent coordination on the ground. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications. The weekly operational report from the FPV Brigade highlights the unit's impressive achievements. The brigade units continued to deal heavy blows to the Russian forces with their recent coordinated operations. In the operations carried out this week, first of all, Russian mortars were systematically destroyed. This success means a significant reduction in attacks on civilian settlements in the region. The neutralization of mortars is considered a critical development, both from a military and humanitarian point of view. The operations of the FPV Brigade were not limited to weapon systems. The brigade units also dealt heavy blows to the logistics infrastructure of the Russian forces. Precise attacks on fuel depots and ammunition depots seriously weakened the operational capacity of Russian forces. As a result of these successful operations, the Russian presence in the region was significantly reduced. The systematic work of the brigade had a negative impact not only on military objectives, but also on the morale and motivation of the Russian forces. In every area where the Buravi Brigade works, the myth of the Russian Great Army is confronted with reality. These reports stand out as clear evidence that Ukrainian territory does not tolerate Russian forces. Recent footage from the Donetsk region shows impressive hunting operations by the drone units of the 36th Marine Infantry Brigade. These operations, which took place near the villages of Yablunivka and Novulanivka, seem to prove once again the tactical and technological superiority of the Ukrainian Marines. The 36th Marine Infantry Brigade is known as one of Ukraine's most experienced and effective units. Drone operators of this brigade continue systematic reconnaissance and hunting operations in the region. The strategic location of the villages of Yablunivka and Novolanivka makes these operations even more important. These operations, carried out using modern drone technology, severely limit the mobility of enemy forces. The precise and coordinated work of the Marines puts constant pressure on Russian forces in the region. Such operations have made a significant contribution to changing the tactical balance in the Donetsk region in favor of Ukraine. The successful work of the 36th Brigade's drone units is strengthening operational control in the region. 93. Mechanized Brigade's comprehensive monthly operations report has been released. This impressive video report provides a detailed overview of the brigade's successful combat operations over the past month. 93. Mechanized Brigade is one of the most established and experienced units of the armed forces of Ukraine. The brigade's operations have shown remarkable results in terms of both tactical diversity and operational effectiveness. The footage in the video report covers coordinated offensives, defensive operations, and special missions carried out by the brigade on different front lines. During these operations, modern warfare technologies and traditional military tactics are perfectly combined. As part of the operations, units of the 93rd Brigade performed successfully in both offensive and defensive operations. Coordination between the brigade's tank units, infantry units, and support elements played a key role in the success of the operations. This report demonstrates not only military achievements, but also the brigade's level of professionalism and adaptability on the battlefield. The work of the 93rd Brigade proves once again how strong the operational capacity of the armed forces of Ukraine is. An impressive operational report has come from the drone units of the 11th Brigade, named after Monsieur Grushevsky of the Ukrainian National Guard forces. The brigade successfully completed a total of 400 fire missions in the Zaporizhia, Kherson, and Donetsk regions over the past week. This intensive operational activity clearly demonstrates the 11th Brigade's competence in drone technology and operational capacity. These operations, conducted simultaneously on 3 different front lines, clearly prove that the brigade's coordination capability is at an excellent level. The weekly balance appears quite impressive: 58 observation posts, 57 personnel deployment areas, 6 armored vehicles, 14 antenna systems, 5 mortars, 4 ammunition depots, 1 cannon, 10 radio communication systems, and 1 motorcycle were neutralized or damaged. This operation, demonstrating the determined stance of Ukrainian forces, clearly reveals their professional approach on the battlefield. We see that the units on the front lines fight with equal determination against every type of Russian military target they encounter. This comprehensive approach perfectly aligns with modern warfare doctrine. Ukrainian forces are prepared against all types of Russian threats, whether they are armored vehicles, motorized infantry units, or special assault units. This multifaceted preparation is one of the fundamental factors of operational success. Operations carried out in a precise and fair manner prioritize not only the neutralization of military targets, but also the protection of civilian security. This professional approach is a clear indicator of compliance with international laws of war. Ukrainian forces have the capacity to respond appropriately to every situation, regardless of the formation and tactics used by enemy forces in their attacks. This adaptation capability stands out as one of the key elements of superiority on the battlefield. Latest news from the Edelweiss Brigade reports that a successful defensive operation was carried out against Russian forces. Russian forces' attempts to break through Ukrainian positions have intensified recently, and this latest incident is being evaluated as part of this strategy. In the most recent clash, 8 motorcycle-mounted Russian units had attempted to advance toward the Edelweiss Brigade's defense line. This tactic has emerged as one of the rapid assault methods frequently used by Russian forces in recent months. However, this time the assault attempt ended before it began. Edelweiss defenders immediately went into defense with all available weapons as soon as they detected enemy movement. This rapid response is a clear indicator of the brigade's professionalism and level of preparedness in the field. As a result of precise and determined fire support, Russian forces suffered heavy losses and were forced to retreat. This successful defensive operation once again proved the Edelweiss Brigade's control over the defense lines. The brigade continues its resistance without making any compromises. In the latest operational footage from the Eastern Front, we see the 28th Separate Mechanized Brigade, named after the Knights of the Winter Campaign, achieving impressive successes in the Toretsk direction. The brigade's drone pilots are systematically destroying Russian weapons and armored vehicles with precise and effective strikes. In this latest operation, the brigade's UAV operators successfully neutralized numerous critical targets. These included several Gvozdika howitzer systems, D-30 cannons, ammunition depots, and various military vehicles. Russian infantry shelters and personnel were also targeted. The drone operators of this historic brigade, known as the Knights of the Winter Campaign, demonstrate excellent performance in terms of precision and speed. According to the brigade command statement, even though Russian forces try to hide, no occupier can escape from our birds. This successful operation shows that the tactical balance on the Toretsk front continues to develop in Ukraine's favor. The systematic and effective work of the 28th Brigade is seriously weakening Russian operational capacity in the region.